And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for the Pistons. Looking to end the run. The putback, and Drummond is right there. He's got 6.
Oh, he attacks the glass with a ferocity that you have to see to believe. Rebounding, that's his forte.
Pass to the great one. The captain passes to the great one. Count it, good.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Pistons trailed by 5.
Very rich history for Detroit Pistons. They've been a part of the sports scene in Detroit since 1957, and they have 3 championships to their name.
And a quick check of the stats for Drummond. Last season, he played outstanding. 1st in rebounding, 8th in steals, and he finished among the top 10 in blocks, bringing that intimidation factor to the paint.
And getting back to the fact that he led the league in rebounding, you know how hard that is? What a tremendous asset to the team. The professors checked in for the prodigy. Well, you look back at the title teams for the Pistons. There were a lot of them. Chris, which team was your favorite?
Oh, man. Well, growing up in Detroit, I'd have to go back to the Bad Boys in 89, 90, just watching them beat Boston and then, dominate the Bulls at that time. They went back-to-back winning championships. That was incredible. And it was something special, though, about my boys in the 2014. Ben Wallace, Rip, those guys. That was fun to watch as well.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
At the line for 2. First one falls for him. Both shots good from the stripe.
No, his free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
Here's Rose. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
And Derrick Rose certainly equipped athletically to punish teams in the paint.
Flash passes to the captain. Rebound, Detroit. Griffin's got his 5th rebound in this one. 56 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's the break. Here's the great one. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Offensive rebound. Tries again. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. .36 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Here's Griffin. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Griffin's got 6.
He's got the hot hand right now. As long as he can keep getting open, they've got to keep feeding him.
Pass to Flash. Shoots. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Now Griffin. Over to the wing. Here's Kennard. Shot's good. Griffin making the play.
Amazing awareness. He's committed to keeping his eyes up and teammates involved. That's the type of player Griffin is.
We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Andre Drummond says he's learned how to be a leader on this team.
Watching previous guys who've led this team and did the things that they did, I write that.
And, you know, Greg, with Blake Griffin, he's got somebody to take some of that leadership role alongside him.
And those two will be pivotal in deciding just how good this team can be.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Setting the pace early, GA. I like this aggressive mind state. I love this approach so far.
On the floor for Detroit, on the wings, Kennard and Snow. Morris is out there with Andre Drummond, and it's Rose in at the point.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
The Pistons trailing. Chris, middle of last season, plenty of drama around the AD trade request. Davis wanting to leave New Orleans. Some say all publicity is good publicity. But Commissioner Silver clearly does not agree.
I don't agree either. I think if you go back, the Lakers would say that's a self-inflicted wound. Some things are best left in the locker room. Let me tell you this. Every team tried to trade for AD except the team that didn't have him last year and maybe the Golden State Warriors. So everyone was out there. It just wasn't the rumors. And so, no, you never really like those rumors. They affect young players. They affect the player that may be being traded for. They affect the home fan base. They affect everyone. So you want to try to keep all of that in-house. Some things are better left unsaid.
Just 5 to shoot. Here's the great one. And finally they hit one. The great one's got his third basket of the night right there.
Even a blind squirrel finds an acorn once in a while, right? I did not think that was going in.
It's Drummond, high post. Pass to Rose. That one goes in. Rose has got his second bucket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside. And, boy, what a year it was for Derrick Rose. And the sea of fans hoping that he would get back to what he once was, as he was electric.
Shake and Bake's checked in for the great one. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, in Blake Griffin, the Pistons have their biggest star in years, probably going back to their championship team of 2004. A return to all-star form for Blake meant tremendous individual numbers last season. And the Pistons hadn't won a playoff game in more than a decade. Still not the result they want in 2019. The Pistons will be trying to capitalize during Blake's prime. Kevin, we'll see where this franchise goes from here.
We sure will, David, but he's a terrific player. Thank you so much. And for Rose, so many had written him off, but he was a huge factor for the Timberwolves.
Rose still has a tremendous passion for the game, and it really shows on the court. His renaissance last season was one of the better stories in our league.
Here's the captain. Unable to get that one. Good D by Drummond. Here's Brown. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got his 5th assist in this one. Gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Pistons leading by 4. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Rose has got 6 points in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Shake and Bake passes to the professor. Here's Shake and Bake. Makes it off the glass.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Rose, no good. Gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Here's the professor. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And so it's Rose bringing it up for the Pistons. Their next game, playing at home, as the Nets come into town. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Again, the Pistons good for 2.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Here's the professor, covered by Morris. The three. It's good, and the Pilsen lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from the quick.
It seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from three-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
And there's the whistle. That goes on the quick. That's his first foul. The prodigy, he's checked in for the captain. Christian Woods checked in for Detroit. There's 1:40 left in the first half. There's Rose with the three. Add basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
And his shot, has come around. For most of the first quarter, it looked like he might be in for a long night.
The professor passes to the prodigy. Three-pointer. That one's good, and the Piston lead is cut back down to 1 point on the basket from the quick.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Talk about the great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
Back to Brown. The pass to Rose. Clock at 6. Shot from 16. The shot that time not on target.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Here's the prodigy, covered by Morris. That puts them in the lead. The Quick's got 9.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
Rose scanning the floor. Morris right side. That shot is off.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Rose looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
And that's the Derrick Rose of old. Full speed ahead and bursting to the rim.
The prodigy passes to the professor. Here's the prodigy, covered by Morris. The 9-footer's on the mark. The prodigy's got his 2nd basket. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. The home team up 4. And a chance now to send it up. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're taking a look at this home squad. Kenny, what did you see from them?
I love the motion on.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. A fantastic game from Derrick Rose in this one.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
We've got the great one. Prodigy is up there with the prodigy. Then there's the captain. Then it's Flash in at the 1 spot. And that's the group for Jim Boylan as we begin the second half. Rose passes to Griffin. No good that time.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
Here's the captain. That one, no good. Nice D from Griffin. And it's Rose penetrating. Score the basket, his 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
And Rose playing a big role offensively. He's got to be a focal point of your defensive scouting report. No doubt he can hurt you.
Pass to the prodigy. Passes to the great one. From deep three-point range, buries the long-range jumper. The great one's got 9.
And a coach that players love is Dwayne Casey. Very vet-friendly, sticks up for his guys in every post-game interview.
Casey is very measured in his approach. He can be a bit slow to change at times, but his players appreciate the consistency.
Rose, that's good.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
And he's gotten to his spots and capitalized. He just needs a little more help from his teammates.
Here's the great one. Off target from outside. Pistons trailed by 5. The kick out to Rose. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. The pass to the prodigy. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Rose with the double team. Pass to the prodigy. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Detroit Pistons. On Saturday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the Brooklyn Nets. And then on Monday, they'll go up against Bradley Beal and the Washington Wizards. Left side, Griffin. Here's Drummond. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Gone 6 of 8 on three-pointers in the game, an outstanding 75% mark. And Flash gets it to go.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Here's Rose. And good that time. Rose has got 6 in the quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Passes it to the prodigy. And they pick up 2.
I will do my best.
Here's Rose. 21 points in the game. Pass to Griffin. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got his 6th assist on the night.
And when you give Griffin an inside lane, he's going to pounce on him. I mean, the defense has to lock him down.
And the rebound goes to Griffin.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Fans, broadcasters love to see teams get out and attack in transition. Would you like to see the league crack down on intentional fouls that will halt that break, slow down that break, stifle that break?
No, because the home fans or the fans of the team that's fouling doesn't want that team to get out and get an easy 2 points. I mean, we still have to have defense in the game, so anything that takes away from team scoring, you just can't say, well, we want to watch them score, don't do it. No. And very honestly, if you're an unselfish team, usually on those breaks, it's usually because a player holds the ball to them.
Right.
Usually they have another open player in front of them that they could pass it up to. And if you're an unselfish team, usually you'll still give the fans what they want. And that's a crazy highlight on the break.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settle? I mean, being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, for the last 5 years, the Golden State Warriors have been the colossus that stood over the NBA. And there were thoughts that most teams were not willing to do things to be competitive, knowing that they could not beat the Splash Brothers, Draymond Green, and then Kevin Durant. But the Warriors' loss to the Raptors in the finals last year, combined with the injuries to Durant and Klay Thompson, have opened things up. And for the first time in a long time, there are any number of teams in this league that believe it's their time.
Probably so. The West is strengthened, there's no doubt, DA. Interesting matchups coming up for sure. Thank you. And Kennard came into the league viewed mostly as a shooter, but he's been able to provide much more than that.
I mean, better than you think when he puts the ball on the floor. Learning how to lean into defenders and step back to open up the shot is a better playmaker than he gets credit for, and we should see him take on a larger role as he develops.
Flash gets it to go from beyond the arc. Flash has got 7 points for the quarter.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Here's Griffin, and finished off by Griffin.
An artist in the air. I mean, the elevation, the hang time, the strength of Griffin, it's amazing.
Here's Flash. He's covered by Rose. The prodigy passes to Flash. Doesn't go that time. Nice D from Rose. Here's Dumboya. And a miss there on the triple. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
And the pass to Flash. The three. Sinks the three-pointer. Flash has got 10 points in just the second half.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and they aren't just chucking up anything. I mean, they're doing a great job of creating quality looks.
Here's Griffin. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, we know the University of Oklahoma has produced this share of great players of the year. But Blake Griffin has to be the best of the bunch.
Blake Griffin hits them both. 16 seconds left to play here in the third. Pass to Flash. Down low. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Morris. Dumboya gets a wide open look. And the shot is long.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
But you're exactly right. I mean, that's the kind of shot you're trying to work for at their offensive end.
And so it's the home team holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. And from the most recent huddle, let's listen in on head coach Dwayne Casey.
Yes. We get a stop, we run. It's a big stop. Don't let them score out of this right here. Everybody rebound. Everybody come in and rebound, we run.
Emphasizing, Greg, how big this part of the game is.
I like that coach stressed that everyone needs to hit the boards.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court for the Pistons, Morris is out there with Griffin. Then there's Derrick Rose. Then there's Dumboya. And it's Kennard in at the 2. Just 2 to shoot. They get it again. Tries yet again. And Griffin puts it in.
He possesses an unending supply of energy. We've seen it over the years. Griffin is awesome at hitting the boards with force.
Flash passes to the professor. Here's the prodigy. Griffin grabs the board. Griffin's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Rose goes in, and he makes that one. Rose has got 23 points.
Such a great passer, a great ball handler. Griffin is a 4 who can run the offense.
Passes it to the professor. To the middle. Dumboya on the double team. And the shot goes in. And it's 13 points for the great one.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
The prodigy, he's checked in for Flash. The pass to the great one. Three-pointer. The quick passes to the great one. Here's the prodigy, and right through it goes.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but defensively, neither side has been able to adjust, and that's reflected in the score.
And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for the Pistons. Shoots from the elbow. The shot, no good.
This quarter has been hit or miss for him. Mostly miss.
Pass to the prodigy. Here's the professor. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Snatched up. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Yeah, and it's inexcusable. They're all too common. Basketball one-on-one. And the shot goes up, put a body on someone.
Kennard's shot is off. Gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Here's the great one, and he goes in for the dunk.
Taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Pistons trailed by 12. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Scooped up. Griffin. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
I love to see the defense exhibit some passion in protecting the rim right there.
Passes it to the prodigy. And finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
But they're playing well as a unit, taking shots they know they can make and building this lead.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Now a timeout called by Detroit. Some great ball handling in this game. Chris, we see it all the time. Of all of them, whose crossover impresses you the most right now?
Oh, right now, okay. Man, you got to go out to wherever Kyrie Irving is. And first of all, his handles are
great
just,
handle, right?
Oh, his handles are sick. Don't forget about Curry, because Curry can shoot so well. Sometimes we sleep on his handles. And John Wall with his speed, it's no way you can stop John Wall coming full speed at you. He can cross you over left and right or right without even blinking, and you'll just be standing still, stuck, not even realizing he laid the ball up past you already.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Dwayne Casey talk to his team. He is not pleased, and he told them they have to make a push right now. He said, look, we got to make a move, or I've got to pull the plug. Pretty blunt stuff, Kevin. Back to you.
Whenever Drummond is hustling like this, it helps, making himself a big target in transition.
Here's the prodigy, and it's sent back by Drummond. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now, and Griffin slams it in.
Main staple of Griffin's game. You can tell he loves getting up to dunk.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, the defensive intensity has to pick up, and I'm sure coach is going to let them know that.
Flash is checked in for the quick. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Connects from three-point range.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
Pass to Griffin. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. No good. Gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And there's the pass to the professor. Here's Flash, defended by Drummond. The prodigy passes to the professor. 6 to shoot. Hangs. He lays it in. And that's 10 points for the prodigy.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Pistons trailed by 13. Pass to Griffin. And the shot is good. Griffin's got 14 points here in the second half.
Look out, everybody. Blake Griffin is having one of those nights. And when he's in this kind of mood, he's frightening.
Time running out for the Pistons. 1:14 left in the fourth. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Wow, Drummond leaving the floor so quickly. The chemistry he has with his teammates on these alley-oops is very impressive.
Flash passes to the prodigy. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. 1:03 left to play in the final quarter. Left side Rose. The teardrop falls in.
And that floater is something Rose has been comfortable with since he came into the league. It's only gotten better with time.
Here's the prodigy. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Well, this is what guys play for, and when it pans out like this, it's a great feeling.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Tipped away. So it's Detroit now. Now here's Rose. Defense right on him. 5 on the clock. They get the rebound. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds to the Pistons as Detroit retains possession. .20 seconds left in the game. Just 5 on the clock. Passes to Brown. Puts up a 3. The shot, no good. Here's lights out. He lobs it up. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah.
I wanted this bad, now look where I'm at, I cannot be mad. Jumped in the game and I did the dash. There's no looking back, can't live in the past. I know that you sad, go get you a bag. All of this winning is making you mad. Just wanna win.
We've been talking so much NBA 2K21, but we wanted to stop and take a moment to thank you guys for tuning in and joining us for 45 episodes in NBA 2K20.
We've had so much fun connecting with you all over this past season.
So as we put NBA 2K20 to a close, we take a look back at our favorite moments on NBA 2K TV. Check it out.
Welcome to this very special episode of NBA 2K.
The visitors as they got off the team bus earlier. The attitude and with pregame routines for most. They sure can. All right, DA, thanks. Now the starting group for the visitors. Prodigy is up there with the Prodigy. Then there's the Great One. Then there's Flash. And it's the captain in at the 5 down low. And for the Pacers, Oladipo is the 2 with Warren playing small forward. Sabonis and Turner up front. And it's McConnell in at the 1. Now, here's McConnell. Stolen. The Prodigy passes to the captain. They grab their own miss. The Prodigy got it. Good job in the low post.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
To me, Greg, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Here's Oladipo. What a tremendous game he played against Cleveland. A second chance effort and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Well, at 252 pounds, Domantas Sabonis using his body well to corral the backboards.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
It was a little bit of a battle for him all season long. Last year, only shooting about 71%.
And the deal, keeping the Pacers in Indianapolis for 25 more years, almost $300 million in public subsidies built to renovate and expand the arena and the area around the arena.
So the public paid for this?
Some of it, a lot of it, but maybe not all.
If the arena was such a good deal, why doesn't the rich guy pay for it?
I think the Pacers are at least kicking in $60, $65 million.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
That's so nice of them.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Oladipo. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Boy, you have to admire the physicality Oladipo brings. This guy's exceptional at drawing the defense into him on these shots.
He hits both from the stripe. Gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. The prodigy passes to the prodigy. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
No good on that one. So if you're building a franchise from scratch, which one current player would you begin with or build around?
Probably Giannis, because he's
still
turning
young
25
enough
this year. I still feel like the ceiling of what he's going to do is go up as he becomes more of a shot maker. He's really durable, which I think is underrated. Like, he's just built to play basketball. There's certain guys like that. I think Kevin Garnett was like that. Tim Duncan was like that. Just guys who you just know are going to be around for 17, 18 years. The way I like to watch the running styles, and the game just comes so easy to him. He's so athletic and really cares and is really competitive and just wants to do this and win at basketball. That's how I pick.
Now, here's McConnell. Ripped away. To the paint. Here's the prodigy. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Oladipo outside. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. The shot by Turner, no good.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Bill, it's no secret that your heart lies in Boston. Just what was it like growing up in and around that area?
Well, it's definitely the reason I like sports as much as I do, because it's so sports obsessed. A lot of it is cold weather stuff, I feel like, where there's 5 months a year that just stink, and then there's 3 other months that, you know, it's just smoking hot and humid. And so the sports makes everybody kind of crazy because you're crazy anyway. But there's nothing like being in Boston when something good's happening. Like Celtics making an NBA playoff run, or the Bruins making a cup run, or the Red Sox in September when the Yankees are coming to town, or the Saturday before a Patriots game. You can kind of feel it as the community of it. That's the difference between here and a place like LA.
It's formed you as a professional, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's the captain. Lets the 3 fly, and the 3 ball is good. Flash has got 5 points so far.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. McConnell passes to Turner. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. Miles Turner, the lengthy big man for Indiana, challenges shots. We know that. Protects the rim well. The jump shot of his is not too bad.
Yeah, and sometimes he has these little moon shots in traffic that I really like. He is the X factor for this Pacers team. They need him to become not an all-star, but a borderline all-star. Somebody that can eventually be like a 19-9 type guy. Oladipo needs a sidekick. Turner, the pieces are there. I haven't seen him been able to put it together yet. He's also like 14 years old, so there's plenty of time.
Now, here's McConnell.
Well, just a little too physical out there right now. That's already his second foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Had a success rate from the line last year of about 78%.
The quickies checked in for Flash. And he sinks the second. Gone 7-9 from the field. A really nice start offensively for them. The great one passes to the quick. The captain, the rebound by Turner. Pacers trail by 6. Shoots it. And Warren the bucket on the assist by McConnell.
Well, T.J. Warren, the catch-and-shoot jumper is pure.
It's stolen by Oladipo. And here's the fast break. Oladipo leading the way. And McConnell gets it to go.
I will do my best.
That's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Passes it to the Prodigy. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to go on Sabonis. And he can't get the first one.
I will do my best.
And he's good on the second. And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. It's a 3-point game. There's the pass to Oladipo. There's 38 seconds left to play here in the first, and the shot goes down.
Well, right now, Oladipo is just manipulating the defense in the pick-and-roll situation. The man is doing work.
Yes, that goes in.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Pass to Turner. Indiana moving the ball around. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Warren. The Professor's checked in for the Prodigy. There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's the great one, guarded by Oladipo. Here's the great one. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
This guy, a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Sabonis, and slam dunk by Sabonis.
You can get a real sense that Victor Oladipo loves sharing the wealth. What a nice look.
Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. The away team, they lead by 3. And we'll be back with... And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Offensively, they took care of the ball. And defensively, they forced a number of miscues.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. We've got the captain. Prodigy is out there with the Professor. Then there's the great one, and it's the quick in at the point. You've been producing documentaries, going deeper into athlete stories, which I know you love, because I think you're curious more than anything else.
Yeah.
So what drew you to that process?
Initially, it was we dove into these stories. We thought that was the inefficiency of, instead of these big, broad type of documentaries, concentrate on events and players and moments and things like that. And I think as you get into that and you start doing it, it just becomes intoxicating. And the cool thing about it is no story should be told the same way you would tell somebody else's story. You just don't know. You got to figure it out. Like we had Steve Nash his last Lakers season. He wanted to do a documentary about it. And then we spitballed it, and we decided it was actually a better idea to do an in-the-moment digital series about it that you could experience in real time at the thing. And it was the right idea, and that was really good. I think trying to figure out what story clicks the best with an athlete, how to tell whatever story they have correctly is the coolest part of it.
McDermott can't get it to go. Gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. The great one passes to the captain. Here's the Prodigy. Pass to the quick. Let's go. Here's the Professor. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
You have to appreciate the doggedness and intensity on the glass. Wow.
And Oladipo kicks to McDermott. Back to Oladipo. Pulls up. Had the space there, but it's offline.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Bill, do you ever think we're going to eliminate conferences in the NBA playoff seeding?
I think that they would have done a 16 seed no conference playoff format years ago. I think they're really worried about their travel though. Mm-hmm. And they've looked at it and they've really studied it and they've looked at the effects of, let's say Boston plays Portland in round 1. and you're flying 3,100 miles or 3,200 miles in 3 time zones and all that stuff, and it's a 2-2-1-1-1 series, what is the effect on the team if it goes 7? I think they're really afraid of it. I wish they did it. I don't like the conferences. I don't really understand them. And over the course of NBA history, they've been really confusing.
You got to be kidding. Well, we know Oladipo is an elite dunker, one of the most creative guys when he's at the rim.
Turner comes with the double team. The great one passes to the prodigy. And he drops in the layup off the glass. The prodigy's got 6.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Pacers trail by 9. And Oladipo kicks to McDermott. Jacks up a 3. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. And for the Pacers, they come in off a great outing against the Cavaliers. Bill, you think about Victor Oladipo's breakthrough with the Pacers. They were criticized for that trade, sending away Paul George. But you know what? Oladipo became an all-star.
Absolutely. He certainly surprised me. I was one of the biggest critics of that trade. I just didn't understand it. I think Oladipo at that point was making $20 million a year and had really been relegated to an unimportant sidekick in Oklahoma City. And within 2 months, it was just clear he changed his career. He's a franchise guy. His defense is excellent, and it's really the thing that sets him apart for me. He's a really good two-way player, and you can't say that about a lot of guys.
The professor passes to the quick. Fires from deep. They get it back. And it's sent back by Turner.
Kevin, how about the reach of Miles Turner? He covers so much ground to come up with these blocks.
Pacers trail by 7. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Sabonis, he's checked in for Leaf. Jeremy Lamb comes in for Doug McDermott. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Oladipo. Here's Turner, and it's slammed in by Turner.
How about that? He's 7 feet tall, and Miles Turner, because of that ability to move in any direction at any moment, is a big-time problem inside.
Well, Bill, yet another engaging conversation. Thanks for stopping by. We always appreciate your time.
Yeah, next time let's talk about the hard salary cap. I think the people really love that one. Yeah, I have some ideas.
You would make it interesting.
I have some luxury tax ideas. Yeah, we'll get super technical.
I would be here for that one.
Okay.
Well, Doris, you read most reporters, they try to stay impartial, but not Bill Simmons.
Well, I think that's what makes him special, Kevin, right? He has his own lens through which he sees things, and he is unafraid to give you his opinion.
The professor passes to the great one. Here's Shake and Bake. Drills the three-pointer. Shake and Bake's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Oh, the defense has to stay attached to him on the perimeter.
Gotta recognize the situation, trying to get a 2-for-1.
Well, this is where the play call is crucial, right? If you're in a 2-for-1, you've got to get the first shot quickly.
The shot by Brogdon, no good.
And they continue to control the glass.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's the great one. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And it's sent back by Turner. Now, here's McConnell. Defense is right there. Banked in off the glass. McConnell's got 7.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup. Nicely done.
Sabonis with the steal. And so it's the visiting team with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. Checking out the visiting team. Kenny?
Well, their playmakers are showing up tonight, seeing the court well, moving the basketball. That's why they have...
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter is set to begin.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Victor Oladipo in this game, he has been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Sabonis and Turner up front. Oladipo is the 2 with Warren playing small forward. And it's McConnell in at the point guard position. They're the group for Nate McMillan starting the second half. And there's the whistle. That goes on Flash. And that'll be his third foul so far. Indiana moving the ball around. Doris, do you think it's more challenging for superstars in smaller markets, mid-sized markets?
Yeah, this is such an interesting debate in a world that has become, because of social media, so much smaller. You know, I do think that certain larger markets, LA, New York, can be a blessing and a curse. It does still feel like that media scrutiny is a little bit larger. When things are going well, it's the best thing in the world. When things aren't going so well, boy, those day-by-day question after question can probably become pretty tedious.
The pass to the prodigy. Here's the great one. He's covered by Warren. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Good work defensively by Turner. To the inside, Sabonis. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. McConnell's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Pass to the prodigy. Out left to the wing. Here's the great one. Passes it to the prodigy. And no good. Nice D from Sabonis.
1 for 5 has got to be a frustrating start, and they just don't look sharp right now. Can they find their offensive game?
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter.
And you look at per minute production, you can make a strong case that Domantas Sabonis at times has been underutilized. With consistent minutes, he can give you an efficient 20-10 every night.
The first one falls.
You know what? There seems to me to be an infectious energy when we're talking about Domantas Sabonis. This is a big man with a great future in the NBA.
Here's the prodigy, and it's sent back by Turner. They retain possession. Second shot opportunity. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
And Sabonis having to spend some time at the power forward spot in today's game, Greg. He's pretty big for that position.
I mean, 6'11", 240. He's gotten leaner, done some yoga, worked on strengthening those hips, looking to stay mobile, and that ought to serve him whichever position he plays.
Here's the prodigy, and the layup's good off the glass. The prodigy's got 6 points.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
McConnell finds Sabonis. And the call will go against the prodigy. That's foul number 2 for him. And Indiana making a change here. McDermott's checked in. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Back to Sabonis. Picked off in midair. Here's Flash. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Flash has got 4 this quarter.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Now, here's McConnell. He's guarded closely. Inside. And there's Sabonis. That's good on the assist by McDermott. That's 10 points for Sabonis.
We are talking about 6'11", 240 pounds of nothing but big-time athlete. Domantas Sabonis doing work.
It's deflected. Now here's McDermott. D right on him. Lays it up and banks it in. McDermott's got his first bucket of the night.
Well, the respect you have to have for McDermott's jump shot opens up that drive for the easy opportunity.
Here's the prodigy, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. They trail by 7. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Back to Sabonis. The dish to Oladipo. Shot clock at 6. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, T.J. Warren is terrific at using his frame to become a factor on the glass. I love it.
The prodigy passes to the prodigy. Here's Flash. He's covered by McConnell. Flash misses.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact. I think the Indiana Pacers, as an organization, a team that tries to grow its own superstars. Miles Turner certainly a guy in that conversation. The 11th pick back in 2015, he has gotten better every single year.
Some changes for Indiana. Jeremy Lamb's checked in for Victor Oladipo, and Brogdon subbed in for T.J. McConnell. And there's the whistle. That goes on the quick. That's his first foul. .112 left in the third quarter. Here's Lamb, and that one goes long. And Doris, you look at Turner's input. It's definitely at both ends of the floor.
No doubt, Kev. Turner was the league leader in blocks last season. He became a much more efficient three-point shooter, and now all of a sudden he's becoming a better facilitator out of the post. Just great development.
Brogdon outside. Sweet little floater. Brogdon's got his first basket.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Flash passes to the quick. Here's Flash, covered by Lamb. The pass to Shaken. Lets it go with a 3. It's not going to go for him. So Indiana will take it the other way. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. No good from Lamb. On 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half.
Sakuragi,
The prodigy passes to Flash. Here's the quick. Pass to Shaken. From deep. It's rebounded by Indiana. Sabonis has got his 6th rebound on the night. It's Brogdon on the wing. Lets it go from deep. Got it to fall! It went down! He got it to fall!
He did it!
And that's a crucial 3 there. They've cut it close going into the fourth. This is far from over.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Well, G.A., you know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The professor out there with the prodigy. Then there's Shake and Bake. Then there's Flash. And it's the quick in at the 2. And Doris for the Pacers with Miles Turner and Domantas Sabonis. 2 talented young big men. Does that make it a log jam at that center position?
I don't think on the offensive end there's a problem. Both can space the floor with their shooting. Sabonis is an exceptional passer. I think the challenge is on the defensive end. And the reason being, both are exceptional defending close to the cup.
The Great Ones checked in for the quick. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Indiana. Indiana trailing here. That's tipped. Here's Brogdon. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Shake and Bake passes to the professor. To the wing on the left. Here's shake and bake. Nailed from three-point land.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Here's Lamb. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Brogdon with it. Outside, Lamb. For the three. Hits the three-point bomb.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
The shot, no good.
And his defense, so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort, you see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Here's shake and bake. Passes it to the Prodigy. Here's shake and bake. And there's the pass to the Great. Here's the Prodigy, covered by Lamb. Here's shake and bake. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
You know, the defense was lax right there, and he's able to make them pay.
Pacers trail by 3. Now, here's Brogdon. No one near Turner as he lets it go. And again, it's Indiana.
Well, Miles Turner has earned the trust of his coaches. He's got the green light in these catch-and-shoot opportunities.
The Great One passes to the Prodigy. To the left side wing. Here's the Great One. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And so it's Lamb with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. It's a three-point game. With some arc, he can't get that one to fall.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup. I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Timeout called the Pacers.
And back in his day as coach of the Blazers, players called Nate McMillan Sarge for his style. Very tough and demanding.
The beauty, though, Greg, to me is Nate McMillan has adapted. He has given more leeway for his players and his assistant coaches. He's willing to take players aside and bring a more personal approach. And I think in today's NBA, that's critical.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Sabonis, he's checked in for TJ Leaf. Warren comes in for Justin Holiday. Oladipo, he's checked in for Lamb. And it's TJ McConnell in for Brogdon. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Nate McMillan had some advice for the team during that last break. He is upset about the perimeter play. He told the guys on the defensive end, stay connected to the shooters. On the offensive end, if you don't have an open shot, pass it around. We'll see if the ball starts to unstick, Kevin.
Much better job of just taking care of the basketball, really putting the onus on the defense. And they've controlled the glass throughout this game, but it's still close.
And he gets it to go.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
The captain has to flash. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Takes the three. Nice D from Warren. Pacers trail by 3. Here's the Prodigy. He's covered by McConnell. Pass to the Prodigy. Here's the captain. Passes it to the Prodigy. Lets it fly from 18. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Oladipo misses. Gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field.
Oh, Kevin, not a penny, not a manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. Pacers shooting so far very efficient, all around, about 55%. And then Oladipo with the chance.
Oladipo getting more confident in these big-time moments, demands the basketball to score.
The captain passes to the prodigy. There's 1:17 left in the fourth quarter. 6 on the shot clock. To the paint. And a fast break now for the Pacers. And it's Oladipo that time on the assist by McConnell. 16 points for Victor Oladipo.
And this is what leaders do. Victor Oladipo says it's my time.
Here's the prodigy. That one misses. And Indiana will come the other way. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Warren finds a bonus. That's no good, but just his first miss in 5 shots. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock. And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They're trailing by 3. There's 37 seconds left to play here in the fourth. What do you think, guys?
And usually you want to go for the 2-for-1 here to maximize the clock.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan player of the game, the prodigy.
And he's up over 50% from the field here tonight. And that speaks to how solid his shot selection has been. Nothing forced and really no bad decisions. Just good, smart, offensive basketball.
The great one passes to the captain. Here's Flash, pass to the captain. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And they still have a foul to give at this point. Basket as that was, the free throw probably even bigger. Now you've got a 2-possession lead all of a sudden.
And the Pacers call time here. They're trailing by 4. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, what's your take?
Trying to stay alive. They've got to work quickly.
This is the very definition of desperation mode right now. They need a quick shot and a quick foul.
Warren finds Oladipo.
Well, Victor Oladipo won't back down from a challenge. He isn't afraid of getting a little bit nasty if the defense sort of sets the tone.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he does get the second one. And that narrows the lead down to just 3.
If he hits all of those, they're feeling a lot more comfortable. But now, still a 1-possession game.
And an intentional foul right there.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he ends up making the second, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Here's McConnell. Oladipo outside. From deep 3-point range, off on that one. The visiting club takes the win on the road. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin,